Alright, follow up on the Dodge Neon. This thing, all roached out, man. I was quite disgusted. All rusty, it's all broken. The other end, it's all rusty, it's done. Still can't find my dummy clip that holds this back on. I just totally decided to ditch all this stuff. I don't know what the heck that is. We're going to ditch it too. But my solution was the cable that holds the window from falling down. We wired it through that hole and tightened it down right there. That's going to keep the window up until I get to the store to go buy the real kit. That thing there's just roached, man. That's the rust that fell out of it. So we're going to put this thing back together. I'll make you watch painfully here. If you don't want to watch, don't watch. Oh. Set you up somewhere over here. I guess you pretend you're watching it that way, if you could see it or not. There we go. It might work. Alright, so step one is get your lock and your handle put back together. And if you were smart like me, you kept all your little pieces in the door handle there, and you made sure that the pets and the children weren't nowhere near you. Alright? That's step one to make sure you didn't lose your parts. A lot of people like to put these back on. Might as well. You just kind of hold her up there, you'll figure it out. Follow the sticky pattern. There you go, just like that. So all your doodads and mentionables goes inside that hole. The door handle goes on that hole. The cranky goes on that hole. Just kind of get that stuff there to stick back on there the best you can. It never really wants to stick anywhere. We'll tuck this up inside there because this is just temporary till we get what we need. These here are always a bear to get back on there. And you all know it too. Usually it's good to have some tape, but you know what? This ain't a customer's car. This is my car. So we're going to skip all that because that's just a hassle. Alright. Keep all your little doodads in a pile because you're going to be shaking this thing around and getting it back on there. If you didn't lose any of these things, you got to make sure you collect them if you can. And as you see, we still got one that didn't come off. You stick your screwdriver in there and twist it. Make sure you're taking the correct one out, okay? There's two layers on these. When I get this out, I'll show you. Start at the bottom of the door where you can get some pressure. There you go. It sounded bad, but it never is. That's what she looks like. Pull it out like that. A lot of folks will get confused and get their screwdriver stuck in that crack when really you want to get on the bottom side. And you'll go around the door starting at the top when you take that off. And well, once you get it out of the door because you missed one, like I did, everybody misses one once in a while. You just, it just fits right here in this little slot like that. You didn't do nothing wrong, it'll be fine. Alright, then you got your little dangly bits here you got to put back together. And these are hard to get apart if you don't know what you're doing, but what essentially happens is there's a little lock right here that people tend to break off because they didn't turn that to open it up to pull it out from the bottom. Okay, and I'll show you what it looks like when I get it back on here so you can kind of get a better understanding. I should have videotaped me taking it off, but they're self-explanatory. They're kind of hard. You can't get them mixed up. They're two different lengths and they're faced in two different directions. The one that faces down goes in the one that's, yeah, just like that. The holes are not going to turn upside down on you. Just put it in the hole. Rock it around, shake it a little bit. It'll get in there. And yeah, you got to go back in there. There you go. Illustration. You get it through the hole right there. and you'll rotate it. Put it back in. We'll see if we can get the other one here while we're up close. So you put it that way. Stick it up in the hole. Okay. Spin it. Lock it in. Just like that. Alright. See if we set it back up here again. Now we screw around the door some more. Alright, I guess that'll work. Alright, then we're ready to put this back up there. Thank goodness we're not messing with wires. Your best indicator is going to be this thing where your old handle was. That's how you're going to know you're in the right spot. Start at the top. Just like you see. Remember, this is just temporary until I can go buy the guts to get the real cranky thing working again. But it's going to hold the window up until I get to it. You start at the top, push them in. You go around the sides and you line them up. Don't start pushing, just line them up. Get them all lined up. There's one in the front too, make sure it's lined up. Oh, well, sounded good to me. Once they're all lined up, you just beat on it and give it a heck, you know. But you got to make sure they're lined up before you go beating on it. Because you'll go beating on it, you ain't got them all lined up. Well, it won't go down for some reason in that one spot because you didn't line it up. So then you got to take the whole thing back off again, trying to figure out where it was that you screwed it up. And that's the second chance you take to breaking your door panel clips, and you'll have a rattly door on your rattle trap the rest of your life. And, you know, you won't get no dates or any girls in your car. They'll go, what's that noise? Every 5 minutes. What's that noise? What's that noise? Oh my gosh, what's that noise? Alright, so anyway, well, got that little screw in there. I like this invention here. It makes it a little better. You ain't got to worry about cross-threading or stripping it out. They're automobile screws. So they're actually pretty rugged. You know, just until you hear it quit. Don't overturn them. Get the one behind the handle too. Don't forget about it. Uh-oh. Are we not lined up or something? Nope, somehow we're not lined up. We should hit the light. Let's see where we're at. Alright, it says we got to slide it back. Oh, you make a line up. You see, you got holes in there somewhere. We know it. We took the screw out. We'll put it back in. We got to lift up on the door just a tad. I don't know. You got to screw with it a little bit. It is a screw, you know. Okay, I see the hole. Right there. Worst case scenario, I'm going to make a new hole. Yes, we are. We're going to make a new hole. I'm not wasting my time screwing with this. That's just a self-tapping screw. Smaller thread size. That's the beauty about auto body. As long as it looks good, it don't matter. Look beautiful. Check that out. Now, we're going to get our little doodads here. These are your screw covers. Lots of people lose them. Screw heads get dirty. It looks trashy. It actually goes in a certain little way. It's got to slide in there. Don't break them off when you're taking it out. You'll actually put the screwdriver on the front side and pry it back to get to it, not the other way. Put it in the back side first and snap the front side down. And here's this little plastic cap. Sorry, I got the locations of them wrong, but it was the method was right. Alright, and that there went in fairly easy. Since this window ain't meant to roll down right now, we're not going to put the handle on there in case we get a passenger that thinks the window ought to be rolled down and ends up breaking my window even worse before I can get the stuff to fix it. But all that took was let's say a number 10 and a flathead screwdriver and a Phillips, and we got the window to stay up. Yeah. See, if we can find that dummy clip, we'll be doing something. All right, we're not going to do that. We'll just buy a new one. How about that? What do you think?